We're here today with Pierre Lepicard, Client Portfolio Manager of our recently acquired Convertible Bonds team. First of all, Pierre, welcome. We're really happy to have you on board.
Thank you.
With regard to convertibles, I've come to understand that one of the key drivers is the equity market. Can you tell us what happened to the equity market in Q4?
Well, in convertibles, equity market is a dominant factor, but not the only factor. But over a short period of time, clearly that's what drives performance. In Q4, we went through quite a complex market with singular changes in macroeconomic variables like oil prices and commodity prices. We had the decision by the Central Bank of Europe to process a very strong QE. We had a crisis in Russia, and overall we went through a historic decline in interest rates. These are various impacts, but altogether the outcome has been a rise in equities. The reason being that the oil prices have been helping the US consumer due to the energy bill, and we had the QE in Europe is also very supportive, bringing liquidity.
How has this volatile environment impacted your strategy?
So convertibles altogether managed to capture 60% of this rise in equities, which drove to superior performance by convertibles. That's on one hand. On the other hand, the way we do invest in themes. And the themes that we have been putting in our portfolio has been US consumer growth, real estate, healthcare spending. And clearly the factors of oil prices have been very supportive for the first one. Interest rates decline has been very supportive for real estate. And lastly, the secular theme of healthcare spending has been doing well as well. So altogether, our portfolio these things have been supporting our outperformance for Q4. The last element was some volatility in high yield. It just happens that our portfolio and our market is very little exposed to the segment of oil production. So as a result, this had very little impact.
And going forward, are there specific themes you'll be focusing on? Any concerns for your portfolio?
Well, equity markets have had a good run this last year and the year before. Our concern is to protect this performance. So as always, we'll try to refocus our portfolio on convertibles that have got defensive features and protection. And recently, the issuance has been a bit below our expectations. So we'll try to find in new issuance, new vehicles to deploy our investment. With regard to themes, we think that everything is still in place for all our major themes. So we'll probably keep the same positioning for our portfolio.
How about your outlook? What can we expect in 2015?
So in 2015, we believe that very strong QE in Europe, commodity oil and oil prices will still be very supportive and will bring a floor to the equity markets. So as a result, equity are likely to be an okay asset class going forward. High yield, in this low interest environment, we don't see any issue in high yield. Again, this will be supportive for convertibles. So altogether, we are quite comfortable with the asset class going forward.
Glad to hear it. Thank you so much, Pierre.
You're welcome.